And in this video, we will start our next chapter, chapter number 5, that is coal and petroleum. So let's start. The topics to be covered in this lesson are introduction, natural resources, exhaustible natural resources, inexhaustible natural resources, coal, petroleum, natural gas, and judicious use of natural resources. So first is introduction. You know well, nature facilitates us with the facilities that are necessary to lead a comfortable life. We are facilitated with the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food, sunlight, minerals, etc. by the nature. These are termed as resources. In day-to-day use, we are using so many different type of resources. Some of them are found in nature and other are man-made. There is a table or activity 5.1 in your textbook also. You have to complete that table. There are the means you have to categorize the natural resources and man-made resources. If we talk about the natural resources which are provided by the nature or easily available in the nature, originally available in the nature. They are not man-made. Man-made, if we talk about the man-made resources like the water is a natural resource, and water with the energy can be converted with the water in a hydropower plant, that is with the help of a dam. Dam is a man-made resource. Examples like air. With here also the windmill. Windmill is a man-made resource and air is a natural resource. Water, sunlight. With the help of sunlight, we can convert that energy into the electrical energy. So solar panels, you can say that is a man-made resource. Soil, we already discussed the soil about the soil in the chapter number first, that is crop production and management. The all plants are generated in the soil. Forest, from the forest we are also getting the benefits like shelter, animals getting the shelter or wood or medicines, etc. Types of natural resources, there are the two types of natural resources: inexhaustible natural resources, which are the renewable. Also, why they are called the renewable? Because within a short span of time, this type of resources just get renewed, or they are not they are present in a unlimited in quantity. They are present in huge amount of quantity in the nature. They are not exhausted with the human activities. That's why they are called inexhaustible natural resources, like the air, sunlight, water. Exhaustible natural resources, they are also called non-renewable resources. Why they are called non-renewable? Because in their manufacture, a huge amount of time is there. Means if they are just exhausted, they are not they are not renew itself in a short span of time. That's why they are called exhaustible or non-renewable natural resources. Inexhaustible natural resources, if we define them, they are not likely to be exhausted by human activities, as they get renewed naturally in a very short span of time. These resources are always available in a limitless quantity in nature. For example, sunlight, air, etc. Exhaustible natural resources, these resources are present in a limited quantity in nature and hence are prone to get exhausted by human activities. Means they are very, their quantity is in limit, and they are, if they are just get exhausted once, they will get a huge amount of time for their renewable. For example, forest, fossil fuels, minerals, wildlife, etc. They are all are the exhaustible natural resources. There is a tree diagram for the resources and their categorized for their types. Resources of source or supply from which we can benefit in some way, or the materials we are using in our day-to-day life are called the resources. There are, there are the two types of resources. One is natural resources, other is man-made resources. Natural resources are the easily present in the nature or something we can obtain from from the nature, such as wind, soil, water, and air. Man-made man-made resources are their consumption. They are not available naturally. They are not present originally in the nature are called man-made resources. Natural sources two types: inexhaustible and exhaustible. Inexhaustible, they are these resources that occur naturally and are unlimited in nature are called inexhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible, the resources that occur naturally but are limited in nature are called exhaustible natural resources. If we talk about the fossil fuels refers to the deposits of organic materials formulated from dead plants and animals under several thousand feet of silt. With the passage of time, they decayed and have been converted into fuels known as the fossil fuels because they are just converted from the dead remains, dead fossils of the animals and plants. That's why they are known as the fossil fuels. Examples: coal, petroleum, natural gas, kerosene, etc. On the basis of the state of fuels, there is the classification of the fuels: solid fuel, liquid fuel, gaseous fuel. If we talk about the solid fuel, these fuels exist in solid state at the room temperature. Example: coal, wood, animal dung cakes, charcoal, coke, etc. Liquid fuels, these are the volatile liquids that produce vapors. Means these vapors, when we try to burn these liquids, they just convert into the vapors and produce energy. Like petrol, diesel, kerosene. You know well about the petrol, diesel, this type of liquid fuels we are using in our vehicles. Gaseous fuels, these are the fuels that exist in the form of gas or a mixture of different gaseous fuels, like LPG cylinder. LPG we are using at our home or for the domestic purposes. Natural gas, CNG, biogas, coal gas. These are the example of the gaseous fuels. CNG we are using also CNG or also we are using in our vehicles for. Thank you.